Originally, I was going to record 2 different videos today, one being the 3rd video in the trilogy to the Hoes Hall of Fame, the series that I started earlier last year. I actually never did a 3rd video to cap it all off. I was going to record that today, and also I was going to cap off my synopsis on the entirety of the Me Too movement. I was supposed to do that video months ago. Many people have been asking me, but a whole lot of things happen to come up, and thus, in the wake of me trying to record them earlier today, I've got terrible news that one of my former high school teammates happened to pass away in his sleep. Now, this completely messed up my mental state in the morning, so me wanting to record these videos since went out the window. So hopefully at one point during this week I'll be able to cover it. However, I figured I would take this opportunity today to at least reintroduce myself, or I should say introduce myself, to the individuals who are new subscribers, new followers to the channel, because I saw after the other videos had went somewhat semi-viral, a lot of people having to subscribe and have no clue who the hell it is that I am and what it is that I do. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is No, I can't do that because that's copyright infringement, gimmick infringement. I don't want people showing up to my house throwing up pyramids and it's not the Millennium Puzzle. We're not going to do that. Unless you want to challenge me to a duel, we can do that. However, if you're coming over here talking about several lawsuits, we're not going to have that conversation. But who I am is the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. And basically, if you never watched my videos before, I should say you just happened to start watching now, you've missed a lot of things. Number 1, I am a comedian. I'm not this guy who just gets on the internet and starts making a bunch of it. No, I am actually a comedian, or I should say aspiring comedian, because nobody knows who I am. Like, who's that guy? I've never seen him before, therefore his career doesn't exist. I'm from Ohio. I never heard of him. He's only in New York. He's not nationwide. That means he ain't no comedian. I actually am. All right, now first, regarding the genre of my comedy, it's all over the place. I think I fit the category of every style of comedy that exists, whether it's black comedy, blue comedy, what is it, non-humorous comedy, all the sorts of comedy there is. I pretty much put everything together in one. Regarding the commentary videos, I figured if I can, first, the only reason why it happened that way was because I didn't have the editing software or the stick-to-itiveness, or I should say, the insight to go and find one of those editing softwares where I can put my face on one side and the footage on the other. And also, because it's it'd be condensing the video, I didn't want to do that. So I said, you know, let me put my voice behind the video. And that's how the commentary video started. But with those, I tried to bring out all of the styles of comedy in one. Also, I don't write for the videos. I don't know how many times I have to continually reiterate that, because a lot of people are like, yo, how long does it take you to write your joke? I don't write jokes. I just say the first thing that comes to mind and I roll with it. Whether people like it or not, I don't do it for you, I do it for me. It's therapeutic for me, that's why I do it. It's many other people who, they live their lives trying to satisfy people. I don't look to satisfy anybody. I do what I feel is necessary for me. Now, occasionally, I am a man of the people. Of course, I'm a man of the people, not a man made by the people. But I'll take into consideration some jokes or topics that people want me to cover, and then I'll follow through with that. But nonetheless, when I do these videos, I put together what comes to mind first and what I think is funny, and I present that out. I remember when, before I started with the commentary, I should say of the sports commentary, I had a buddy of mine, and I was speaking to him, and I always brought it up. I'm like, man, I would love to throw anime into my videos and throw anime into my act, but I always felt as if people who don't watch, they won't understand. Thus, they'll say, all right, I don't understand a good half of what this guy's talking about. He's like, yo, just do it, be yourself. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'll go through with it. And lo and behold, when I started talking about Shadow Realms, when I started talking about Genjutsus, when I started talking about Pokemon, the comments started flooding in. Dude, this is hilarious. Yo, I've never heard somebody put these together. And the difference between myself and other people who happen to do it is I get so in-depth and specific to the point that the people who know, they know. Like, the one joke that I really liked making last year was probably when Robert Woods scored for the Los Angeles Rams, and I would find a way to create a situation in the midst of the play where I'd say the defense got lost in the woods, like it was Legend of Zelda. People who know Legend of Zelda get the reference. Or I got a lot of messages when I think it was when the Chargers played against the Patriots and Phillip Rivers tried to throw the ball and the ball slipped out of his hand. A lot of people kept saying, yo, you should have said it hit Manti Te'o's girlfriend, but he's not on that team anymore, so it don't make any sense. What I said was something about the Invisible Girl from the latest anime, My Hero Academia. So then the people who got it, they got it. So I'm not one of those comedians who doesn't put something out that I don't really want everybody to be able to understand what it is that I'm trying to put out. I just want the people who watch my stuff, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Because I'm not here to make everybody laugh. That's why you see in the comment section of many different videos, people who don't get the jokes, they'll come and say, oh man, this is lame, or I don't think this guy's funny. Whatever. I'm not here to make everybody laugh. I don't want everybody to like me. I just present what it is that I want to present. If you roll with it, you roll with it. If you don't, you don't. My only problem is those people who pull up on every single video, every single comment section writing, you suck, you suck, you suck. Man, if I suck, why are you giving so much energy to my content? Go to somebody else. But nonetheless, that's pretty much the basis of who it is that I am. Now, what my dreams and aspirations is, I do want to be able to sell out Madison Square Garden at one point with a stand-up, but who knows how that'll play out, because I want to be able to build up. Obviously this isn't the conventional way, coming up in comedy, because most people, you go through the open mics, you go through performing in clubs and bars and stuff, and then you build your name through stand-up. You don't really use social media like that to build your name, but we live in a different day and age now where you're able to utilize social media and build your own audience. So that's why I'm really on here, because anybody who's known me, and I've covered this several other times before in several videos in the past, I'm not a fan of social media because I don't like people like that. I like people, but I don't. There's a lot of cognitive dissonance here. I understand I'm sounding like I'm making antithetical statements, being the antithesis of my prior statements, but still, it may be a little bit oxymoronic too, but they all mean the same thing. I just like to use synonyms. But I don't really like people like that, but I like people at the same time. So I'm caught in a bind. So whenever I put out a video, I didn't really have a lot of expectation. I just put it out there and said, yeah, if people watch it, they watch it. They don't, they don't. And it's since turned into this wild fire of people who follow me. And then I got actual loyal followers, which still feels weird to say that would like follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube here. I have people who donate to me, which still blows my mind, to support me financially. But yeah, that's what it is that I do. All right, so this is all what I usually upload here. Vast majority is all in just making jokes, living my life, putting in comedy out there, and then moving on. If it hurts somebody, if it hurts you personally, you can message me, we can speak. But if I make a generalization and you take that person, that is entirely on you. See, if it's a personal attack, like for example, when I make jokes about LeBron and Delonte West being his dad or something like that, or sleeping with his mom, if he reached out to me and said, man, that was fucked up, then me and him can converse and we'll move from there. But if you watching and you a third party told me, yo, you shouldn't have said, I do not care for that sort of opinion. Now, does that make me right? No. Does that make me wrong? No. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about feelings and stuff like that, because I believe that's what's killing comedy, and moreover that's what's killing regular conversation amongst people existing nowadays. But nonetheless, I feel like I'm going on a tangent. People outside the car looking at me like, what is he talking about? What's going on? I can see my mother over there. I turn the camera around, but I don't want to do that. I want to give it a satisfaction. She's just sitting there staring at me. It's hot outside, lady. You see, I'm sweating in this car. I'd lower the windows, but I don't have the keys in the car. The door just happened to be open. But nonetheless, that is exactly who it is that I am, and my mission in comedy. I hope I was able to clear that up for you guys who haven't subscribed now. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna go inside my house, get myself something to eat now that I don't have to worry about doing all these goddamn burpees. I think what I'm gonna do is push-ups and stuff like that. And I've still been getting comments about people asking about the World Cup commentary. Evidently you must have not went on my Instagram and saw the video when I said I was going to do it match by match. So when everybody finishes match 1 of 3, the commentary video will be posted. When everybody finishes match 2 of 3, the commentary video will be posted and following. So I'm sure there's going to be a couple of dummies who comment saying, World Cup highlights please, or World Cup highlights. For you, those of you who got to the end of this video, feel free to go in there and just comment, you big dummy, in all caps, because I will be doing it as well. Let's have some fun and point out who the dummies are here in the following. I want them to all feel extra stupid. Don't even tell them to watch the whole video, because you should have been watching the whole goddamn video. That's why you came on YouTube. You cut it off at 8 minutes. You're a big dummy. So everybody who says World Cup highlights, please, big dummy.
You big dummy.
Big dummy?
Big dummy.
You big dummy!
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with it?
So what, son? Nancy! Nancy!
Get my mom.